Anywho, I think that these were my two main lip favorites for the week. Tangent. Hey guys, welcome back. So I got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I really was kind of still feeling the like summer to fall transition type makeup. So those are my favorites that I have for this week. They kind of mostly all fall under that category. So yeah, have this kind of makeup look going today. I sort of played with these things in different ways. So I didn't do this like exact look, I don't think, this week, but some similar looks to this, some different looks, but using all these goodies. So let's get to it. Okay, so first off for eyes, I was playing with this week, the Colourpop Baby Got Peach palette. Look how stinking cute. No shocker, it's Colourpop. I feel like they just always knock it out of the park with adorable packaging. Really great shadows inside. This one is, I think, perfect for transitioning from summer into fall because you can play with it by itself and get kind of like a warm, peachy sort of a look, which really, I mean, however you wear it and what you pair it with can kind of either be summer or fall, or you can like deepen it up with some other things and really go more fall. You know what I mean? I feel like I don't even know if that made sense. Hopefully that made sense. By itself, I think it's pretty and can be summery or fall, or you can pair it with other things. Yeah, and do the same thing. So here are some swatches. Very pretty and pigmented. I mean, that right there. Oh, I feel like these sort of colors right there are, and even this one, perfect for that summer to fall because it's like that. You could look at that and say, that's a summer color, or you could look at that and say, well, that's kind of a fall color because it's a warm, rusty, peachy sort of a shade. Same with this one. So beautiful. Let me show you. Really the main shimmery shade I played with was this one. I didn't dive into a lot of the others. I did put this on my eyes one day and it is very pretty, but I did not do it that intensely. If I put this on my hand, it's gonna be there forever. You can see the swatch right there. So it's a really pretty, sparkly, like duochromy gold, green, just really funky and cool, sort of a glittery color. So yeah, really nice palette. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Colourpop and BH Cosmetics, I just obsessively watch their new releases because they're the shadows that I love playing with. I love playing with like all makeup, really, but for some reason, just their shadows and their palettes, I pretty much always like them. So I think that's why I get so excited about new releases from them. I'm just sitting here with makeup on my hands while I'm talking. On to the next thing. Ooh, and then this palette. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna have I think it's all drugstore fall makeup haul coming up. And I'd already filmed that video and then I went to Walmart that night and I purchased this one. So you won't see this in that video, but I have definitely been playing with it this week and I think it's a really fun palette. And once again, perfect for that kind of transition. You can play with it in different ways, but really, I mean, the ones that I'm most excited about, oh my goodness, that is beautiful. This right here. So what I have on my eyes, I have some of the blending shades from the peach palette, and then I have a little bit of, what do I have? A little bit of this in my outer corner, and then a tiny bit of this. So the two that I just swatched for you, that's what I have in my outer corners. And then I have just a little bit of this on my lids. And I applied it kind of lightly. I wanted it a little bit more subtle, not super duper metallic-y. What else should I swatch for you? This one right here. I feel like these kind of mauvey, rosy, brownie sort of colors are also fun for that transition because you can play with them in different ways. Wow, that is beautiful. So these are soft shadows, so definitely tap off your brush. You may get a little bit of kick up in the pan, maybe a little bit of fallout on the face, but I don't find them difficult to work with at all. I think this palette is so pretty, but they are soft. Like you can see some little like dustiness there, but wow, look at that pigmentation. I mean, beautiful. Oh, does that make you so excited for fall makeup? I'm so excited about it, but I'm trying to like, it's one of those things I'm trying to kind of hold out a little bit, so that's why I'm kind of teetering on the like summer and fall sort of makeup looks because it's like not wanting to decorate too early. You know what I mean? I kind of like waiting. It's like waiting for the party. Like you're excited for the party to come. So I'm excited for fall to come. So I'm kind of trying to not fully dive in yet to the fall makeup, but just kind of like teeter on the edge there. So yeah, beautiful palette. I think this was $9 or $10, but I think it's a really nice palette. So when I was in Walmart wandering the aisles, I always go check out the Covergirl Cheekers blushes. I stinking love these blushes. I think they are so good. And at Walmart and Target, they're like, I don't even know, $3.50, $4, something like that. They're super affordable and I just love them. I feel like the formula is so good now on them and it's just fun. So anywho, I was looking at them and there's this one, Brick Rose, and then there's one that's like Rockin' Rose, and I was looking at them both and I'm like, ooh, that sounds familiar. Do I already have that? I don't know. So I was quite disciplined and didn't purchase either of them. Got home and I had both of them already. So I pulled out this one and wore it and it is beautiful. I do have a highlight on with it, but that kind of neutrally mauve-y sort of color is this. So let me show you a swatch of it. Oh, it's so pretty. I do feel like the CoverGirl blushes sometimes don't swatch as well, or sometimes it's hard to like get them on your hand to show a swatch, but I love them on the face. Like that's why I keep wandering back over to look at more colors and kind of like peeking to see if there's new ones that I don't have yet because I love them so much. So there it is right there. So it's kind of a satin finish, rosy sort of a shade. So calling it Brick Rose, I think that's a good name for it because it is rosy and then it has a little bit of that just barely rusty sort of an undertone to it, but it's really subtle. So it's really more of a rose, like a warm rose, but it is beautiful. And again, amazing formula and like $3 or $4. You can't beat it. So CoverGirl so sweetly sent me a really fun package recently and this was in there and I've been wearing this week and holy moly, this is beautiful. So there is the Super Stunner Trio. I actually have not compared this with it, but I feel like I think it was Emily Noel that was saying that this is really close to one of the ones in the trio. I think it was her that was saying that. I haven't personally compared them, but I trust her fully, so I'm sure that they are very close like she said. So this one is the CoverGirl True Blend Super Stunner Hyper Glow, and this is in Gilded Glory. Gilded Glory. Holy moly, this is like, whoa, intense. So the first time I put this on, I mean, I didn't really dig my brush in it, but I got, you know, a fair amount on my brush and I went to put it on my face and I was like, whoa. I mean, it started to like overtake like my whole face. So I had to wipe off my brush and use less because it just, I don't know. Like looking at it in a swatch, it doesn't look crazy intense and actually looks like it would be too dark for me. But I mean, somehow on the face, it's really intensely pigmented. So looking at that in the swatch, I actually don't know how that works for me, but it does somehow. Maybe because I use so little, it ends up, let me kind of like fan this out a little bit. It ends up being like this beautiful golden shimmer on the cheek. So it does have that micro shimmer, but I mean, it's so tiny. It's so tiny that it really ends up being metallic-y looking, you know what I mean? Versus like a chunky glitter or anything like that. But oh my goodness, it just catches the light so beautifully. So I would say go light-handed with it. So yeah, if you have the trio, you probably don't need the single, but if you haven't wanted to get the trio and, you know, just one highlight, then I think that this is a really, really fun one that is intensely pigmented. So go light-handed with it. If you are my skin tone or lighter, I mean, like I said, in a swatch, it doesn't look like that would work for me, but on the face, I feel like it does. But if you are fairer than I am, it might be hard to pull off, or you'd have to do it like as a blush topper or something, or go really, really light-handed with it, probably as a blush topper. Anywho, there's that. It's gorgeous. Okay, lip favorites for the week. So this guy lived in my purse. I don't know, I either wore this one, or really I just had this one in my purse. I was trying to remember, I really didn't like switch up my lip color a lot this week, but I did wear this one several times and then I just had this one living in my purse. So these were pretty much the favorites, at least that I can think of. Sometimes I film my favorites and then I go like find something either in my purse or I've set it in the bathroom and I'm like, oh crud, I wore that this week. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes that happens. But anywho, I think that these were my two main lip favorites for the week. Tangent. Okay, this is the It Cosmetics. I don't know what this is called, but I know it's je ne sais quoi, and I think it's just called the lip gloss or like lip stain gloss or something like that. I think this is such a pretty live in your purse lip product because it is so glossy and beautiful and hydrating feeling on the lips. So it starts out pretty like, not really sheer, but just very, very light. It just starts out more glossy, but then it kind of reacts with the pH level of your skin and in your lips, and it becomes more pinky. So it kind of becomes your perfect pink. So it's really beautiful and natural. That's why I love to throw this in my purse because it just looks fresh. It looks effortless. It feels nice on the lips. It has a little bit of like tackiness to it. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, a little bit of tackiness to kind of give it some stick, but it's not like, you know, uncomfortably sticky or tacky or anything like that. But just a beautiful, neutral, natural flush of pink to the lips. Super glossy and really comfortable. Okay, and then what I have on my lips right now, you will see this in my fall makeup haul video. I picked up this color and then a couple more in these NYX. Oh, I don't remember. I think they're just called the matte. Oh, it's on here. Matte lipstick. NYX matte lipstick, and this is in Whipped Caviar. Whipped Caviar. And this is such a beautiful, I would really describe this as kind of a brick rose too. It's rosy, it's kind of mauvey, but it has a little bit of like a warmth to it. So beautiful. I'm getting text messages. It is so pretty. And I really like the formula of these lipsticks because they are just so low maintenance, effortless, that they are, they kind of start out, I mean, they say a matte. I would say they start out a little bit more on the satin side, but then they quickly set down and they don't end up being flat matte, dry matte, just a comfortable matte. But they are a thick lipstick sort of a formula. So you don't need a bunch of layers. So if you apply a lot, it's probably going to feel a little bit heavy on the lips. So I just really try to apply like one layer and then it's comfortable. It's easy. It just kind of fades away slowly. It's not like that intense wear of there, not there. So that's why I love these kind of formulas. Just low maintenance, comfortable on the lips, looks a little bit hydrating so it doesn't make your lips look dry. And then this color is just so pretty. Not to mention these are super affordable, like under $5. So great lipsticks, and I love this color. Again, a pretty mauve for that kind of transitional sort of makeup. Okay guys, so those are all my favorites for this week. So hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you were loving this week or maybe not so much loving. Let me know your weekend plans or any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video.